Hey there guys, what's going on? So we're headed into a new month now, and further into this humidly disgusting, tepid little summer. But my general complaints about that aside, it's a great time for the music season as things start to, sad pun unintended, heat up here in 2014. And this installment in particular is pretty good. I mean, this particular video is a bit more on the short and sweet side, but in today's episode of Music Review, we're actually going to continue a segment that I just started this week that seems to, at least initially, be doing very, very well. So we're going to continue that here today with an artist who is an all-time favorite of mine, and the initial vinyl 7-inch single for his next forthcoming solo record, due out September 9th. If you haven't followed along with my vinyl unboxing and bonus video prior to this, that artist is none other than Ryan Adams, and this is his single for Gimme Something Good with bonus vinyl-only B-side Aching for More. As I mentioned already, I will be in the midst of pretty much all coverage related to this release from now up until September, so make sure to keep it here for all of that. But for now, my mini review. I've actually already done a brief summary of some of my thoughts on the early, accidentally released by Amazon version of the single Gimme Something Good in a video prior to this, so let me just sum that up a little bit. As we know now, the track is confirmed to be the lead song on Ryan's upcoming solo record, and for what it is, the song is pretty damn solid. A dominant mix of 80s influenced guitars patter over the terrain against Ben Montench's organ fills, and it's very loudly indicating Ryan's long-awaited return to the realm of electric music again. It's not quite the 80s loving Morrissey and the Smiths emulating electric sound of Love Is Hell, more left of the dial in pop rock actually, but it's a single that leads well when it comes to growing steadily. While it gets to be a little bit repetitive and muddy in the chorus parts, the track works and certainly makes for listening on repeat. However, perhaps surprisingly, it's not the standout gem here. That title would instead fall to its B-side, Aching for More. The Johnny Depp featuring, more lyrically open track feels like a heavily Tom Petty influenced commentary that resides somewhere in the region between Laurel Canyon and Los Angeles. You can almost feel the desert wind blowing through it amidst the California sunset, though instead of something terrible like the Eagles, we have Adams exploring a realm that manages to feel new even after all these years of hyper-prolific releases. The quality of this song makes it all the more unfortunate to realize that Aching pretty much seems destined to reside on a vinyl-only platform, but perhaps, if anything, it can be taken as a good omen as well. If this track was good enough to only be a B-side on a vinyl 7-inch single, then what awaits us when the full release comes knocking? While I do think it is better than Gimme Something Good, that track seems very appropriate for a single and only seems like the beginning of what his self-titled follow-up to Ashes and Fire has in store. But most importantly here, Adams sounds like he's finally in control of his musical surroundings. After the half-baked, over-pumped production of Easy Tiger and the faltering, heavily nasal vocals of Cardnology, it was Ashes and Fire that started to restore the balance with its stripped-down nuances. Now it's back to a full electric band, and while I don't think we'll be seeing the Adams of old around anytime soon, the new one seems pretty intriguing too. Like he's back on track and making the stuff he wants to make, even if its release is a little bit sloppy and features cats. Since it's just a single, I give it a 4 out of 5. But that's it, and that's all for me here, guys, with this brief little video on Ryan Adams' new single of Gimme Something Good and Aching for More. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of coverage that I did here. If you haven't checked them out already, go by all means and take a look at the vinyl unboxing video I did for this here, as well as the putting up of the bonus track that I did for Aching for More, and of course keep it tuned here not only for more Ryan Adams goodness that is surely to follow, but lots of other great stuff too. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.